Hello, Channa. I'm very excited to be interviewing you today as you are a healing and wellness consultant and know a lot about mindfulness, meditation, and holistic nutrition. I'm looking forward to having a great conversation with you on this subject. I'm sure my group and a lot of the people that view my page will be greatly benefited by this conversation. I have an interest in holistic nutrition as, in my book, I mention mind, body, and intellect as a way to stop ourselves to avoid junk food. I have been implementing this Chinmaya mission philosophy to food, and I was successful many times in stopping my cravings. However, I failed a couple times. The conversation in my mind works like this. Every day after school, I had this conversation walking past Starbucks on my way to tutoring. My mind would say, "Today was tiring at school. I deserve one rush of a brownie." My intellect would say, "I have carrots and a banana in my bag, and I should just eat that instead." And whenever my mind won, my body would be harmed as I received calories, and my body would just have to deal with whatever I put in it. So, is there more to nutrition and mind than what I understood with what I just said? If yes, what is it, and how does it impact our mind? And what is holistic nutrition?
That's very interesting things you said just now, Shambhavi. You see, the food, when you say that my mind was saying this and the body was saying this, it's like your body is giving you certain messages. And these messages are related to your deeper inner needs. So it's like your body is conveying to you certain emotions and needs of your mind. And it's at that point of time, listen to the body. And address what the body is actually, what is underlying behind that desire to have certain things or certain cravings or whatever is it. Now, food is also, basically what is food? When we have food, it is a fuel. It is a fuel to our energy system. And the fuel should be such that it should make us active, it should make us alert, it should not make us lazy or make us heavy or slothful. So here, that's the mind and food connection. That the food should be such, it should make your mind active and alert. Right? Then you asked me about what is holistic nutrition. Right. So, holistic nutrition, the whole idea, the word is holistic. Now, what do you mean by whole? Whole is meaning something which is not part. And not part here, the whole underlying principle behind any holistic methods and the whole holistic philosophy of life is that we are not simply our body. Right? We are beyond the body. And what are we beyond the body? We are a complete energy system. We are body, we are mind, and we are spirit. So anything, including food or nutrition, which caters to all these aspects of our entire being, would constitute holistic nutrition. So that's a label, but it essentially means something which aligns our mind, body, spirit, and makes us whole and healed. Holistic is also connected with the word healing. So it's like making us whole and healthy. Right.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is whenever you crave something, you shouldn't ignore what your body wants. You should address it, and you should use your intellect to find a way to avoid what you're craving. So you shouldn't.
See, if you are, you are craving for too many sweet things, suppose. There is somewhere inside the body a need for, basically there is some sweetness missing in your life. The joy is missing. So you are seeking that thing from the source. If you are looking for love, you're lacking love in your life, you will be seeking general tendency to seek food which is like dairy food, ice creams, and that sort of, which we associate with love. So this is the kind of association which is there, and we have to address these needs. If you have fears, you'll be wanting salty foods.
Yeah.
So it's comfort foods. We all know about comfort foods.
Yeah.
All kinds of wheat products, chocolates, and all that. So it's basically a person looking for protection and comfort, which is getting derived from this type of nutrition.
Okay, so next.
Yourself is important.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. So next, how does holistic nutrition positively impact the studies and stresses of teenagers? Like, how can you use that to reduce your stress?
See, holistic nutrition, as I said, food is a fuel. So a teenager or a student should be eating right and consuming foods which are making him or her mind active and alert, and not making her slothful or lazy or in any way, or even restless.
Yeah, like fueling the brain with like nutrients instead of like empty calories.
Correct. And then there are foods which feed your certain energy centers also. As I said, we are not only the body, we are an energy being. So we have various energy centers in our body, and we are consuming, or we are taking in this cosmic energy through these energies. Or as teenagers, you would be needing? You would be needing concentration, you would be needing say focus, maybe intuition, and maybe a passion for doing well. So there are certain foods. There's a very interesting concept related to chakras, where certain foods will nourish certain energy centers. So that is an area which perhaps students, or in fact anyone who is interested in a holistic way of eating food could address.
Okay, that's definitely true. So how did you first find out about holistic nutrition? Like, what interested you, and when did you find this out?
See, holistic nutrition as a label is fairly new. But you see, in India and in this part of the world, you must have heard of this entire science of Ayurveda, which is a complete holistic way of traditional medicine, holistic health, and it more than addresses whatever in modern parlance we talk about holistic nutrition. In fact, in Ayurveda, there are prescriptions on what type of food would suit certain body types or certain constitutions, what are the foods which will go in particular seasons, particular times of the day. The Indian system also tells us that we are made up of certain elements. We are made of 5 elements. The Chinese system also says that, and we are made of air, water, fire, earth, space. And each of these elements are in a different balance in each of us. It's a different balance for each of us. So taking in foods which sort of resonate with our own elemental configuration is going to help. For instance, if I have more air element, I would be seeking, it would be better for me to seek warm foods or eat warm foods. If I have more of fire element, then perhaps cooler foods, just to balance it out. So Ayurveda the Indian system has got ways and means. So our ancestors have always been, not knowing the name holistic nutrition as such, they have always been eating right food.
And like knowing the idea, even though the name wasn't there.
Yes. So a lot of it has been there in our culture and other parts of the world as well. So it's just now very recently where this label or this entire system of holistic nutrition is being integrated and it is being brought into modern wellness practices. It's being understood and being spread around as a modern label. So it's like always you knew about it but didn't know the term as such.
The term only came about recently. So you talked about already the diet changes required to improve your health on holistic nutrition, but how do you, like you said that there are certain foods that work with certain body types or certain like seasons, so how would you figure out more information about that? Like, how do you figure out what works for your body type?
See, what works for your body type, the easiest way is to just listen to your body. Ask your body.
Yeah.
What you are you restless? Are you lethargic? Are you so it's just asking your body, number one.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of, so it's like working and eating sensibly. Basically, you know certain fundamental principles of what is healthy, what is not healthy. First of all, we can go for this, and then we can actually work with our body and listen to the messages of our body and decide what is to be.
Yeah, and like keep improving.
For ourselves. Okay. Yeah, so there is not a prescription as such that this person should eat this, that person. It's very difficult to prescribe. Everyone has to listen to his or her own body.
Yeah. Okay. So what have been other people's reactions when you tell them about holistic nutrition? Like, is everyone accepting, or do some people like question it?
Yeah, it's difficult to in the beginning. So if you have certain strong issues, like you have a weight issue, then you would be easy accepting it easily. But lifestyle practice, I see people doing it. So
okay.
It is something which we're talking about more.
So then, like, when you tell people about holistic nutrition, then, like, what do they say? Like, when you tell them about it, do some people, like, doubt it and say it's not true and, like, your body, mind, and intellect can't focus together?
No. People don't doubt, as I told you, that Ayurveda has been here.
Yeah.
So, the knowledge which is available and everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
So, it's just about implementing it in their life, which becomes...
Which is difficult.
That's the issue.
So, do you suggest that people approach this, like, with baby steps, or should they, like, approach it at their own pace, or, like, how should they start working on it?
Start intuitively. Start with your own body.
Yeah.
You can actually experiment with food, I would say. Experiment.
Okay.
For instance, you can try eating, if you're okay with fruits, try eating fruits for some time. See how your body works with it. You can eat cooked vegetables.
Yeah.
See how your body works with it. So it's just trying out different foods, maybe over a period of few days, and see how your body works.
Okay.
And then integrating them into your diet.
Okay, so in a few of my posts in my book, I mentioned the importance of the subconscious mind and how it can help us control cravings. What do you think about that? Like, how do you think this subject can help us control cravings?
Yes, you see, subconscious mind is a huge chunk of our mind which sort of lies dormant, but which controls a lot of our responses, actions, and the way we respond to various situations. Now, what happens is that the subconscious mind, when it processes any information, so there is a pathway which is established between an outside event or a trigger event and the response, right? So it establishes a pathway during that processing, and this pathway we call it normally neural pathway, or we can call it a subconscious imprint. The various names, a script, a subconscious script inside your brain, and this will lead to a particular kind of behavior. Now, if the behavior is adaptive and productive, no issue. Well and good. Continue with the behavior. But if it becomes sort of unproductive, for instance, like craving, or even a very good example is food allergy. So that sort of pathway gets established. I'll give you an example of a boy I knew of, or somebody told me about this boy who developed a very, very difficult allergy for wheat. And they could not find out why, how to get rid of this issue, because he was a small boy and he was perfectly okay at one point of time. Suddenly he stopped eating chapatis and he could not tolerate wheat. So then it was found out that what was happening with this boy is that he was watching these TV horror programs. And at the time of watching horror program, what happens is the entire nervous system is completely alert, pumped up. It is too overactive. It's overactive. So at that time, he was eating he ate his food.
Yeah.
So he was offered a chapati. And what happened was that this subconscious level, you find this wrong neural pathway between this chapati and between the horror and the fear. Basically, the fear which was getting generated.
Oh, so like the outside environment impacted his body.
Yes. So later what happened was that even when there is no horror, there is no film, there is nothing like that, he is not able to eat a chapati because his body is signaling him that inner fear and nobody is able to understand. He himself doesn't understand what is going wrong. Why he's not there. The body is responding to him. See, the body is trying to protect him. I'm trying to tell him not what there is some fear element, run away from that. So he's running away from the chapati. So now you see there is an entire science of this subconscious re-imprinting of brain patterns. It's called neuro-linguistic programming. If you have heard it, I think it's popular in the West.
Yeah.
And you can reverse these pathways or these patterns which cause certain behaviors like cravings and allergy, and you can actually work on your subconscious brain to correct these. So that's an area which is a huge area which can be worked upon and explored in this field of nutrition. It is being widely used in solving other life.
Yeah, to like change how you feel and benefit yourself, crave less, and start like enjoying vegetables that certain people of nutrition, not only like stopping cravings but also like enjoying the taste of like raw vegetables that many people don't like.
Correct.
So last question, what is mindfulness and how does it help manage these like food habits? What do you suggest we can do to improve our mindfulness?
See, mindfulness is a complete, I would say it is a complete lifestyle practice.
Yeah.
And it is, if you look at the word mindful, so mindful means to be aware, to be completely be in the moment, in whatever you are doing in the moment.
Yeah.
Being in the moment is the key word for mindfulness. And when we come to mindful eating or in terms of nutrition, mindfulness would be connecting to all aspects of the food and consume that food. And that would mean that when you are eating your food, pay attention to all the aspects of the food.
Yeah.
The visual aspect, the tree, how it smells, how if it's a fruit, how it feels, and kinesthetic part, how you feel when you're putting the food into your mouth.
Yeah.
Chewing it nicely, and being with the process till it goes down into your digestive tract, and being with every aspect of the food, being aware. So that would mean slower eating and would be a more enjoyable form of eating. And I think the direct impact of this sort of practice, you see, in Buddhism, you have a complete meditation on Zen system where you have this mindful eating meditation.
Yeah.
And this is a wonderful practice which will help you. Number one, you will start getting aware of the food which you are eating. So you will eliminate anything which is not wholesome or which it is not required by your body. So you will not be going towards it. Secondly, what would happen is that since you're eating slowly and you're enjoying all aspects of the food, you would also be eating less.
Yeah.
Because much of our eating, it's overeating. We just keep on eating out of
because
habit.
We're like bored and eating snacks.
Correct. So you would be eating less. So again, it would help in weight management, these kind of issues. It's going to really help and make a person not only healthy, but also it's a meditative, contemplative practice which can become a part of your lifestyle and it will help you in other issues of your life.
enlightened me almost on this subject, and I'll definitely like look back at this video, and I'm pretty sure all the people following me will also look back and watch this video many times, as you gave like many different tips on like how to focus, be in the moment when you eat, and also listen to your body and not just like throw away what your mind says, but take it and also work on it. So I know you're a very like busy person. My dad told me that, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to have this discussion with me, because I learned a lot.
Thank you, Shamini, and all the best to you.